Hello fun people, I'm Isaac Carlson, and more than 20 years before Pixar's definitive origin story of the greatest space ranger ever, there was a Buzz Lightyear series that was meant to have existed in the Toy Story universe just like Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command was a show that initially aired in the early 2000s and ran in syndication throughout that decade, and today we're going through that saga to discover the original backstory of Buzz Lightyear. And this video was brought to you by my producers over on Patreon. Each of them got the opportunity to vote on what video they'd like to sponsor. We discussed Buzz's origins on a private live stream, and now this video is here completed in all of its glory for all of you because of them. So if you'd like to participate in shaping the direction of videos in this channel, consider going to patreon.com/Isaac Carlson, which is linked below. Now, Buzz Lightyear was said to have been born on the planet Morph located in the Gamma Quadrant of Sector 4, and he claimed that he had an aggressively normal childhood, although he clearly had a warrior spirit within him. At the age of 6, he asked for a Ranger X Big Blue rocket that shot real flames from his Nana Lightyear, and when he was 9, he wished for a retro rocket racer with a working laser from Santa Claus. Now, unfortunately for Buzz, he received neither of those toys, in part because he had a bit of an uncontrollable wild side that even led to him having a pretty serious accident with his cat Fluffy. He was sort of irresponsible, but when he signed up for the Space Ranger Academy and put on the Star Command standard Pulsar 400 Enviro spacesuit, he discovered his calling. Through the relentless hours he spent studying and training to become a space ranger, Buzz transformed himself into a legend at the Academy, although his behavior went from wild to ultra competitive. Lightyear drove a hot rod, was incredibly impulsive, and was desperate to win. But early on in Buzz's career, his fierce drive was praised as he saved many junior rangers on missions, which included rescuing another Academy legend, Ty Parsec, over 50 times on different adventures. While Buzz thought they were pals, Ty hated existing in Lightyear's shadow. On the other hand, Warp Dark Matter was more than happy to compete with Buzz Lightyear in the Space Ranger Academy, which led them to build up quite a dynamic friendship and push them both to being at the top of their class. Buzz was able to edge out Warp to become first in their class, but Dark Matter wasn't too concerned about the Academy since he was more focused on women and money. And unfortunately, most of that lifestyle was secretly being built as a consequence of Dark Matter accepting bribes to work as a double agent for the evil Emperor Zerg. Warp Dark Matter would eventually build a name for himself in the criminal underworld as the heinous Agent Z, which would go on for years without the detection of Star Command or his best friend. Until the day Buzz learned the truth about Warp's treachery, though, they rose to be a top-notch partnership within the Universe Protection Unit of Star Command. They were unlike anyone the universe had ever seen. Buzz and Warp were highly trained in multiple forms of martial arts and self-defense. They were both capable of piloting a wide variety of flying vehicles, and Buzz had the ability to use every Star Command weapon, and he could even build his own and modify his spacesuit. And he was hungry to stop evil in its tracks, but that led him to some problems. In his youth, Buzz's ambitious nature unfortunately resulted in him crossing the line while pursuing criminals. Even his older self expressed that he was once a cranky person who desired to be the center of attention, and that need for approval from his time at the Academy, mixed with an enthusiasm to stop crime, led to him becoming a destructive young space ranger. All of his immature and dangerous actions then culminated in the court system, at times freeing guilty criminals due to his own wrongdoings, and at one point, when he was facing disciplinary charges, he quit. Buzz Lightyear wasn't a purely noble ranger when he started out because his rage, ego, and reckless side led to him focusing on results instead of justice, so he fled to the edge of the Galactic Alliance. But when he crash landed on a distant planet and he met an optimistic boy named Micah and his mother Zoe, he rediscovered what it meant to be a space ranger. Buzz saw that he needed to be a symbol of hope who would never give up on the people within the Galactic Alliance who needed his help. He realized that being cutthroat and merciless was worthless if it didn't help the citizens who were in trouble, so he did the right thing. After freeing Micah and Zoe from a dangerous gang of aliens, he returned to Star Command a changed man. Over the years, Buzz became famous for his daring tactics, impactful results, and dedication to doing what was right. And Buzz even got to the point where he was capable of saving entire planets like Tangia, and through those brave feats, he inspired people across the universe. There were times Buzz was still willing to break regulations if it meant he was attempting to save lives, or he believed he could finally defeat the evil Emperor Zerg, but that was only if his own life was the only one at risk. And yes, of course, Buzz continued to have pride in his achievements, but he was mostly a humble person whose heart was in the right place. He even became so good, in fact, that he eventually wrote half of the Space Ranger mission manual himself. That being said, Buzz's commitment to preserving good across the universe did leave him struggling to find a balance between his Space Ranger duties and his personal life. Social cues sometimes went past him, and his passion often led to unhealthy behaviors. One of his hobbies, for example, was studying Zerg's habits and weaknesses, which at times resulted in him truly becoming obsessed with stopping the evil Emperor. There was just nothing as important to Buzz as defeating evil. But why were Buzz and Zerg so willing to destroy each other when we are shown in Toy Story 2 that they are deeply connected?
Lightyear, wait! There's something you must know. Buzz, I am your father. What? Psych! Made you look, you dimwit!
Buzz is not actually related to Zerg. It was all a lie and a manipulation tactic by the Emperor. There exists no personal internal conflict on defeating a family member here. They are only tied together by their battle for control of the galaxy.
At least, that was their relationship in Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. But while Buzz's purpose never wavered, over time he became hardened, especially after a rescue mission went haywire. When Warp Dark Matter appeared to have sacrificed himself to save Buzz's life and to ensure their mission together was a success, Buzz was absolutely devastated and was filled with guilt, even though the truth was that Warp had faked his death to become a full-time agent for Zerg. At the time though, Buzz felt it was his fault for allowing his friend to be his partner when Zerg was targeting him. Buzz feared anyone who was close to him would always be in danger. So from that day forward, Buzz vowed to never put another Space Ranger in harm's way by declaring that he worked alone. Nevertheless, Buzz's superior, Commander Nebula, eventually assigned Mira Nova, the most accomplished rookie within Star Command, to be Buzz's new partner. As the princess of the planet Tangia, she was inspired by Buzz's heroism when he saved her planet as a child, and she felt moved to follow in his footsteps to become a Space Ranger. The Little Green Men also approached Buzz with an experimental hyper-intelligent robot ranger they developed and called XR, and a highly motivated and passionate janitor at Star Command who spent his days studying the Space Ranger mission manual named Booster was more than willing to serve alongside Buzz Lightyear. But Buzz turned away all of those companions until Zerg, his former partner Warp Dark Matter, and an army of robotic hornets captured him and threatened all of Star Command. Realizing he needed help, Buzz called upon all of his friends, and together they fought off and stopped Zerg for the first time as one team. That was the day Team Lightyear was born. Buzz Lightyear may have begun as an impulsive, wild, and competitive man, but his desire to do what was right led him to dedicate himself to teamwork, bravery, and ensuring good would always triumph over evil. Finally, with Mira, Booster, and XR around him, Buzz became the ultimate Space Ranger. Fun people, again, I owe a big thank you to all of the producers who support me over on Patreon, since they're directly contributing to help me accomplish my dreams. In the future, I want to take on larger documentary-styled projects again, and write books about animation history. I hope to create an animated short, and to build businesses to support the Disney fan community. So if you want to help me continue to spread magic, and you'd like to see exclusive behind-the-scenes series and live streams, consider joining all of us by going to patreon.com/Isaac Carlson, which is linked below. As always, thank you for watching, and have a magical day.